Hey guys, it's your girl Cisca and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my first Q&A and I'm going to be doing a little mukbang, however you say that, mukbang. Okay, so I don't want to make this intro too long because my food is getting cold. So I just want to show you guys what I did get for this mukbang, I guess. So got a pizza and some chips and some wings. So I got it from this place called Perfect Pizza. I was so excited when I found out that they have a branch here in Johannesburg because I only saw the one branch in Cape Town and I absolutely just love their pizzas. So I got this one. It's called the Godfather. Like, this pizza really deserves this name because it has so many things on it. There's like Russians, mince, mushrooms, I don't know what else, but this is like a lot of toppings on it and it's so juicy, like it's just the best. And the chips and wings aren't the best, but I didn't want to get from different places because I did Uber. I was too lazy to actually go out and get the food myself. Anyways, so I'm just going to start digging in before I start with the questions because it's like 7 o'clock in the evening, I think, and I didn't eat the whole day. So I only had 4 wings because I bought the 10. So I took 4 earlier and some chips, but it was about it for the whole day. So my food was already cold. Anyways, I'm just gonna start I think I'm gonna just dish out, and then if I need to warm it up again, then I can. Okay. Anyways, let me just dig into this pizza first. It's so nice. It is so cold. I need to warm it up again. Okay, so my food is now overheated. So yeah, I always do this. And I have to wait until it cools down at least. In the meantime, I got my mild Nando's peri-peri sauce because I just put this on everything. You know how you normally would buy essential stuff every week? Yeah, this is what I buy every week. So yeah. So I guess we'll get started with these questions. So question number 1. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear, I would have to say, is it's always been the same. It's the fear of failure. I don't not just the fear of failing, but just the fear of letting people down in general or letting myself down. So I would always try to do my best until I just can't anymore. I just don't have an alternative solution to the problem that I'm facing or whatever. Then I would not even really give up. I will just compromise or find another solution or something like that. But it's always been my biggest fear. I just don't like failing in life, in anything, in my relationships, whatever. It always broke me and I'm why? I thought we were soulmates. jokes to all my exes. But anyways, yeah. Second question. What is my favorite hairstyle that I've had so far? I would have to say it's between 2. I've had a lot of hairstyles over the years, but my favorite is the boys cut fade. I like shaving it all off, just having a little fade with some curls. I will insert a picture here somewhere. But yeah, that used to be my favorite because I used to do it every 6 months, or twice or once at least a year. So I would chop it all off and I would just rock my curls, you know, and like even put in some lines, you know, in my fade. And I always just like had my dad cut my hair. I didn't go. Yeah, and then the second one is I don't know what the style is, but it's more like a pixie style. You know, it's like very, very short at the back, and then like a little bob. You know, it's like around your frame, your head frame. I don't know, but it's like almost like a pixie cut. And that time my hair was actually red. So I would also insert a picture here if I can still find it. I think it's on Facebook somewhere. Yeah, but those were my two favorite styles. Like I do most of my hair. Actually, I do all my hairstyles, whether it has been braids or dreadlocks or dyes or coloring, whatever, you know. Anyways, I think, oh, so nice. The chips is not the best, but I love their pizza. Like this place does too much. Like they sell, or they make pastas, burgers, wings, salads. Then they have pizza desserts, which I've never tried, and I would never try because that just sounds disgusting. But one thing I do love about them is their pizzas, because it is just so juicy, man, you know, like not so dry. And it's those like coal ovens, pizza based type of places. So yeah, let me get some sauce. Okay, where was I? Question number 3. Why did I start YouTube? Okay, since I've actually started my channel in March, right before, like literally a day before lockdown started, I've been getting this question. A lot of people think that I'm doing it because I want to be famous, or I want to, you know, make a living of it. Not, you know, really per se, but something in that direction. But I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I've always been putting it off. Like each year, I would tell myself, next year I'll definitely start. And it was originally going to be like a family channel, you know, me, my boyfriend, and our daughter. But then I moved to Johannesburg, so I had no choice but to start it on my own. And with lockdown, just kind of gave me that push, you know, like it's now whenever. You'll have a lot of free time now to actually record. You don't have a lot of excuses anymore, because I always just found like some type of excuse not to start my channel. So I started getting all the equipment that I need, all the basics, you know, like a camera, which I have but I don't use because it sucks. Well, basically I still have to, you know, figure out how it works. But anyways, and then I got the ring light, you know, came up with a budget, bought some things that I want to use on my channel, like the hands and stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, I'm not doing YouTube because I want to be famous. No, originally I wanted to use YouTube as like a platform for my daughter to look back at one day, you know, like the diaries of, you know, our family. And yeah, you know, it was just something like cute, because you know it will always be online. Or unless something happens, like YouTube just bans me. But it was supposed to be like an online diary. I actually got that idea from some girl that I saw, like a young mom. And then now my reason for YouTube is just that I'm doing it for fun, and I'm trying to actually start like a baseline for something bigger, which I'm not going to reveal now. Next question. Oh, there's actually chicken on here as well. Like, this is the Godfather of all pizzas. Something you regret. There isn't really many things I regret. I don't have a lot of regrets in my life. I believe that everything happens for a reason. So, you know, one thing leads to another. So I would just say that my biggest regrets, or something that I regret, is just a lot of time and effort I wasted on a lot of people in my life that were just using me, or wasting my time being in my life. Basically, I'm glad I cut them out. Like nowadays, like I recognize those type of people, like in 1, 2, 3, whatever attributes. If you have this thing, or you do this thing, or you say these type of things, and I'm just like, no, sweetie, we're not gonna be friends. So we gotta cut it. We better cut it. Anyways. If there's one thing I'm not afraid of or shy of, it's eating in front of people. I've never had a problem. I eat how I want to, and I'm not like afraid to get whatever I want to. Okay, next question. My favorite YouTuber. Actually, I don't have a favorite YouTuber. I watch everyone. I watch all types of videos. I'm not just like, I know my channel is like a baseline, but that's not the only things I even watch. I watch a lot of things. So I don't have a favorite YouTuber at the moment, but I love supporting small YouTubers, and I love supporting local YouTubers. So if I ever see like there's a new video or something, I always have my notifications bell turned on, so I can always go and watch and comment. And I do, like, I watch all their videos, and I comment and share even sometimes. How many kids do I want? Okay, so I've always wanted four boys, but since my daughter, my first baby, and my boyfriend only wants two kids, so we kind of like compromised and said we'll settle for 3, whether it's 2 boys or 2 girls, or boy and a girl. Next, I only want 3, or we want only 3. But I come from a big family, that's why I wanted like 4 boys, or like 4 kids, like in general. So yeah. What is my favorite food? My favorite food is wings, pizzas, chips, or how I say it, chippies, and then my waffles, of course. Those are my absolute favorite foods. I would kind of say pizza is like the last on that list, so it would be like chips, wings, waffles, and then pizza. So yeah. What keeps me going and getting out of bed every day? Oh, we're getting kind of deep now. So, what keeps me going is the unknown. Like, I'm not trying to be sarcastic or try to be funny, but I try to live every day just for that day, because tomorrow is unknown. Tomorrow we don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know what to predict for the future. So I live in the moment. I wouldn't say I really live in the moment. I still make preparations for tomorrow and the future. I have a plan A, B, C, whatever. If it does happen to go according to my way, or what I wanted. But what gets me going, or what gets me out of bed, is that I made it to another day. I get to open my eyes again. A lot of people don't, and I'm very grateful that every day I'm still here. So whenever I wake up, I feel blessed, and I am not like, I get those days where I'm just like lazy. I am like probably one of the laziest people ever, but I try to do something effective throughout the day, or do something productive, so that it doesn't go to waste, because a lot of people didn't get to live another day. And also there's my family and my boyfriend, so I keep doing this so I can secure my future and I can have a better life for my daughter than I had. So that's what keeps me going. I don't know, maybe you can relate, maybe you can't. Where was I? How do you get over your insecurities? Okay. Just remember, everyone has some type of insecurity. Whether it's physical or whether it's, emotional or whatever, or some other psychological thing. Everyone has some type of insecurities. But I would just tell you that embrace it, everyone is made different, everyone is made in their own way, you are unique, you are special. So if you do have an insecurity about it, whether it's physical or an appearance or whatever, embrace it, because that's part of you. And that's what makes you unique, that's what makes you stand out from the rest. So, yeah. I had to learn that the hard way. And it took me years and years to come over my insecurities, but I'm not really completely confident about everything, like my appearance or the way I speak or whatever. But I try to, try to make an effort towards facing that fear of what people might think or what people might say. And the more you do it, the less you will care what people think or say. Okay? So yeah. Next month. Next question is, what is my favorite thing about being a YouTuber? I guess for me it's just that I have a platform where I can showcase the things I do, the things that makes me me. Basically the stuff that I really am interested in and stuff that I enjoy doing. Like I said, I do all my hairstyles. So I was always curious about hairstyles and makeup the same, And I just love doing everything myself because I love learning. I love using my hands, for instance, I wouldn't call myself artistic, but I love using my hands. Anyways, that's so nice. Okay, let me get through these questions. Now they had 2 slices of pizza, 1.5 chicken wings, and maybe 5 chippies, and I'm full. My stomach is very small. Okay, I'm gonna run through the rest of these questions quickly. Where was I? How do you deal with long distance relationships? Or I guess the question would be how to manage a long distance relationship. Well, I'm still new to this, okay? Me and my boyfriend has never been apart for the most we've been apart was for 3 months, and that was years ago. We were still in the honeymoon type of phase, so it wasn't really big deal because we did talk every single day, hours and hours on end. And now it's we speak once or twice a week. But okay, to be fair, when we do speak, we do still speak for hours because we have a lot of catching up to do. We both work, he knows I have this content that I need to do and work on as well. and he also has other things besides work that he has to do. So I am understanding his understanding, but really I would say just communicate a lot, to kind of fill that void. Share as much as possible of your day and what you're going through. Always be there for the person as well, because times are tough, especially long distance. If your partner is going through something now at the moment and you physically can't be there, make sure that you are always checking on them, always following up, always calling and whatever, always sending maybe like a motivational quote here or whatever, or maybe a funny picture to cheer them up a bit. But always be there, always communicate. I would say that's my best advice. I feel like communication is key in every relationship, so why not make use of that now as well? So yeah, we've only we've been together for 6 years, and this is the longest we've been apart. Next question. Okay, are you more of a boutique or an online shopper girl? I would definitely say that when I do go shopping now, I have to go into the shops, to the boutiques or whatever, to actually go and try, and because of lockdown, of the extra weight that I gained. But I am more of an online shopper. Like, I avoid going to the shops as much as possible. I actually just go to the shops when it's absolutely necessary. As long as, like now, even with lockdown, now that you can get your groceries delivered to your door, like that's what I've been doing. I only really go out when it's absolutely necessary. Next question. What is your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness. I would say my biggest weakness is that I trust easily. But in my defense, I would have no reason not to trust you until you actually give me a reason not to trust you. So I give you the benefit of the doubt and I trust you. And a lot of people might say that it's gullible of me, it's naive of me to be this way, but I mean, like, you can't judge a person just, or start closing you off to people without actually having any reason for that. So yeah, if I don't trust you, then it's because you actually gave me a reason not to trust you. But I think that's my biggest weakness, is that I'm too trusting. But yeah, I just can't change my personality. That's who I am. If you're gonna end up hurting me, or misusing that trust or abusing it, then that's on your conscience. It's not on mine. I get over things and move on. I'll be okay. Okay. All right. Next question. Would you rather want to be rich and famous or rich and unknown? I would say option number 2. I would want to spend my money in quiet, my own privacy and all of that. I don't have everyone up in my personal space, in my personal life, and all up in my business all the time. So no, my goal, like I said in the previous question as well, my goal is not to become famous from YouTube or whatever. This is me doing this for another reason. But anyways, I would rather want to have my money and be unknown. Nobody gets to know me. I don't want to be on the covers of magazines or on TV or doing interviews. If it does happen to come to that, yes, I'll have to face it. But I would rather not. And then the last question. What is one thing you can take away from your previous relationships that is working for you now? I would have to say basically nothing. And I'm being honest, because all my past relationships, there was obviously good things and bad things, but even with the good things, there isn't anything that I can say that, oh wow, that person actually taught me this, or I actually learned this from that person. They never lasted very long, so I never really had an opportunity to say, like, you know what, at least I got this out of the relationship. No. I'm happy that, yeah, I went through that, because they did teach me what not to do. in my current relationship. So I would say, if I had to take down something away from my previous relationship, is what not to do. It's like my little guideline of what to avoid. And it's been working for me for 6 years. So I guess I'm doing something right, and I'm happy. I am honestly happy. I have a beautiful daughter. I have a happy boyfriend, soon to be, something one day. But yeah. But anyways, guys, I am totally full now. I'm going to go in, lay down, and let my food digest because, if you guys want to see a part 2, I will not do it now. I will give it some time. But when I do, I will be asking you guys to send me some questions on Instagram of what you actually want, to know about me, or just to know in general. Like, there were some general questions, and then there were questions about me personally. So I will put it on my Instagram when I do that, but not now. Okay, so my plan was actually to do this Q&A once I hit 500 subscribers. So maybe when I get 500 subscribers, then I'll do a part 2 to this, and then you guys can send me your questions on Instagram. I will put my social links down below, so you guys can go follow me on Instagram, and then you can also then interact with me on there. With that being said, I really enjoyed this. I think I should have actually done this a long time ago. Somebody actually did ask me a long time ago, why did you do a Q&A? And I was just like, how can I do a Q&A when I don't have any subscribers? So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And don't forget to enjoy the little things in life. Bye.